Hello boys and girls, it's me, Cool Yoshi, welcoming you back to my true 100% playthrough of Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch. I guess I should have mentioned it wasn't a blind playthrough initially, sort of. Because I practiced every kit before I actually went in, and at least got used to the game before I started. And for 150cc of beer mode, I've been doing lots of practice already. Anyways. The last video, we used Bowser to try and do stuff, but we're gonna take a break for that because as part of a particular setup, it seems way too tedious to do for any other reason or another. We're gonna use Baby Rosalina instead. This is maybe because she starts closest to this next secret to use. I did mention that I don't really care which character I use now, so you might see me use different carts and characters depending on which ones we use. And whoever the character used before, that's whatever cart they used the last time, that's what they are going to use again. Anyways, the reason why we went here is we were trying to get a Peach medallion before in the last episode. Found out only a little bit later it's too high up for us. So the way we're gonna have to get it is start by using Baby Rosalina's starting point to go as close to the start of this as we can. Do not need a power jump from here. We then just need to trick off of this ramp area, and you should see some coins briefly appear, and we just have to basically time this correctly, and we get our Peach medallion, just like that. Now, before when we did this originally, we tried to use this to use the other characters we haven't used yet, but now we've officially used each character once, and that's a lot in Mario Kart World alone. I almost want to stay Rosalia, but we need to actually check. What is the actual next character we need to use? In the previous one, we used Bowser, so we're going into the left to the right. Now, it looks like Wario, Waluigi are next. But Rose will soon be next. When Rose comes up next, I'm going to the ice area. 100% confirmed. Because going back to the ice area, we'll also probably use our iconic card just for fun. Now, what do we want Wario? Well, just want to take you, I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to see, so we're gonna have him use this. Where is his iconic? I forget. I think his iconic car is actually not a car, but a bike, but I can't find it. Oh, that's Waluigi's 100%. Okay, let's just use the A dash here instead. We don't use this very often. This used to be the fastest car, one of the fastest cars in other games. So that works out for us. Also, I just realized when we go to Rosalina's area, we could just teleport to her directly. That could work too. Alright, where was I even going as a character? Well, you know what? Where are you? Let's, start from the shipyard and go from there. We'll try to stay on the icy area, but I can't guarantee we will stay out of it, I guess. Alright. Mario we've used quite a bit, of course, in our normal playthrough, because I showed off that he's the best for specific reasons. He's the best, one of the best characters for, what is it? Jeez, I almost keep forgetting. It's from Knockout Tour. Yeah, we used him in Knockout Tour a lot. He was really big in that mode, because he goes really fast on, like, straight lines. But he also has straight line bonuses that other characters don't have, so that technically makes him faster, and only a handful of characters are faster than that. them as Bowser, but I think Bowser's also more consistently faster overall. One problem with Bowser is I don't like his acceleration. It's like his acceleration's a bit too slow. I feel like you need a mix of both of those to survive. Okay, well, it's silly, honestly, at this point to not go back for that, but before we do that, we should probably go up here first, because there should be, yep, we're going right near. Perfect. And since we're so close to this, may as well do this now. This isn't technically fully in the ice area, so why not? Let's do this secret max. But your trust in the water spout wins. Okay then. Do what I can. As for Waluigi, I probably would have normally taken him to the stadium. So we get boosts from these, and we need to use the boost from the trails to reach our goal. Ooh. Perfect. Anyways, we're gonna use them to clear all the ocean areas, as well as maybe some stuff around Cheap Cheap Falls next, since we're to that. And we might end up just going to the area anyways. If we just go a little bit further, we should find this soon. Oh, I think I found it. Okay, perfect. Now we need to dare hitch a ride on the Dragon Eels. Tells me we have to ride right on top of them. Don't these guys usually hit us? Half of the time, rather, they've hit us. Okay, I guess that just proves that we can rail ride on them. That's pretty cool. So that's a new secret. Apparently they aren't always collision. While they can hit you, they actually can be just rodent, and you can then ride the rail and then trick off of them, which I think is pretty cool. See, a lot of these game secrets aren't really that challenging, they just teach you mechanics about the game. Tell you, oh, this creature actually is a rail, and you could just ride it like any other rail, which is really cool. And these P-switch challenges are supposed to be your hints to said rails, which I think is cool. Alright, well, since this ice area is going to be pretty tricky to get otherwise, we'll clear the stuff just before it. There's a couple switches to get here, and then we'll probably just teleport somewhere else and go there. Our best way to probably get there, probably not through this spot. Probably best to actually go around for a bit. Then cut through, clearly. We'll just run into a wall, because remember, this car isn't the best at drifting necessarily. Rather, the best at turning. Is pretty important, honestly, for around this quickly. Bidybug would probably be the optimal character to do all this with. Probably end up using multiple answers anyways, because the fact that so many of them have starting spots that are so close to where your teleporter is anyway, that you may want to just go there instead. I guess the other thing would be off-road speed. Off-road speed is very important to
Oh, now we have to go all the way to Salty Seaway. I almost want to do this a second time just to end at Salty Seaway, because I believe we still have collectibles nearby there anyway. But when we get up right there, I don't see what it's in Bobby. Whoa, we're going real fast. Alright, there we go. Nice. Okay, we have to go up a little bit higher. It did say we have to go slightly into the icy area. So we'll probably have to do that. Well, not very high up though. You just have to go here. Oh, looks like we're gonna be given some fire flowers to clear this path. But also, I just realized, I'm smart about how we do this. We might not even need to clear our path at all. Okay, well, we can do that at the very least. However, we'll use it a little bit at the end just to make sure we get done. But otherwise, let's see what else we would do. Let's follow this road for a bit, actually. Feel like it reveals something, maybe. A lot of secrets, honestly, most people probably discovered by just traveling around the roads a lot. And then just going to off-road areas for a bit just to make sure that they're not missing anything. Probably how they found most of these key switches. I understand most people probably found them on accident while they're in, because they happen to notice something. Okay, it turns out that area was useless, so we needed to go here anyway, but it wasn't in that area we needed to go for the secrets, it was around here instead. Let's get some coins while we're at it. Clear those out ahead of time. That stuff got in the way. Time to slay precision driving. Oh, we're gonna pass right by this Yoda in a minute. There we go. Oh, good. We needed that flip clearly. Okay, perfect. We don't actually need to do a secret at all. We can just wait here for a bit. For the next secret. That is. Oh, here's where the P-switch was in. Landed right on it. Surf the waves as bulbers look on, huh? We need to use that mushroom to make up for the time. But a lot of this is kind of challenging us with drifting more than anything, which is kind of annoying. My goodness. It's just non-stop drifting. Classic mission, it's pointless for mushrooms.
I spent all that time getting the items, but it turns out you just have to drift a lot. Sometimes drifting in this game can be quite tight, so it's a little annoying when you have to do something like that. Have to do it just briefly too. It's like a small drift. I don't know if we have to get all of them. We do. It's another one of these classic ones. We must get all the reins or else the exit won't spawn in. So, yeah, some of these are tricky on the hours simply because it's very punishing if you miss something. You just have to get it on our first try. We just have to preemptively grip some of these. We preemptively drift these. We have a better chance of getting that done. This waves, especially here, could be very random whether or not you even get tricks or not. I believe we can't get any more boxes back there because it was raining item boxes earlier. Those are probably all gone from right now. I guess we could always get a dash rev, but we don't always need it. And sometimes on the ones you do need stuff for anyways, they'll just give you the items you need naturally. So there's no switch on the other side of this? Very strange. Why is a bridge here, but... Oh, great. Never mind. So it means that the V-switch and coin are both below it. Alright. Tricky game. Whenever I get thrown off by stuff like that, gets me a bit confused. Not this one. This one. We'll have our V-switch. There we go. I just realized they also have a blue light to help you find some of them too. Take some advanced training in water steering, huh? Interesting. Puts us out right away if they hit anything. Like I said, some of these have very specific conditions. Alright, we're gonna have to drift everything again. It's gonna be kind of tricky to do with this car. Interesting course. Probably designed to teach you that the water mechanics are slightly different than normal mechanics. Yeah, a very tricky course, especially considering that we must not hit anything. If we hit even a single wall, like he hits us up immediately. They knew everything that we could potentially done. Also, we may not even have to draft. It might be easier, honestly, to just slow down and steer. So this is another one that would sort of test us based off of... If we had good handling, we could get through this really easily, but if we don't have good handling, it'd be tricky because we'd have to slow down briefly. Accidentally run in. And there's the, do you drift or do you not drift? Okay, apparently that counted as a Cheap Falls collectible. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am. Put head up a little bit. Whoa. It says we have to drop down from somewhere. That tells me it's probably up top there. Master the feather to make it to the goal. Or so they say. Okay, that one, once again, we were able to skip a rain, and yet we still made it to the end. Okay, there's a set that requires us to go to Donkey Kong. I'm just gonna do the Donkey Kong right now. Before, as Donkey Kong, we're gonna do a couple of secrets, just because we're here. We'll switch back to Mario afterwards. Okay, the question is which do we actually want? From the looks of it, this side, yeah, okay, perfect. So the only reason we actually picked Donkey Kong is because for one of these secrets, we once again have to like go from higher down, but the easiest way to get to here is with another character's starting point. Previously, I ignored these starting points, mainly because I was focused on trying to do other secrets at the moment. Oh, this is tricky. We had to hit that briefly, but then we had to quickly get on that. Okay, jump onto here this time. Whew. Barely caught it in time. Okay, now the funny part. We have to drop off at a very particular point to find this. Even says drop down for DK Pass. There's no way of really predicting what this is, so we're just gonna start slowly falling down. If we mess up, we'll just immediately reload and try again as many times as it takes. We start from here. The thing nice about these is if we figured out exact where we were supposed to drop down, then it would get really less confusing. Well, okay, it helps us out by showing us there's like a specific icon we're looking for. Okay, and the event's supposed to go there.
part of the problem is just trying to figure out what ledge exactly it's on. But yes, we had to start as Dion just for that reason. The easiest way to get this specific collectible is to drop down all the way from here. You know why this looks weird? It's done at daytime. Okay, it's very close. Okay, that told me it's very, very, very close to where this edge actually is. So I think where we actually want to drop off is more around here instead. That's here. Oh yeah, that's even more higher up here. Just now saw it. I wonder why we could see it. We weren't close enough. A lot of this is literally just figuring out where to drop off. There we go, we finally got it. That was a little tricky. Alright, before I forget, let's change back to Wario. We're gonna use his wicked sense again. Should probably just use this car with it. I forgot that we had this car too. There we go, now it fits more perfectly. Should have had this to begin with. So that was that tricky coin. Now we're gonna start by actually going to Dandelion Depths and then just getting all the secrets. Cheap Falls and onward, I think. Has to be where it is. Yep, there we go. Perfect. We could have gone to Baby Mario as well directly, but we already did the other characters, so I don't see why we can't just go to this and use Wario. May as well, I figured may as well stick with our same character after all. Okay, we're gonna have to go up high for this end, probably. Oh wait, you can just drop off here. Figured that was where one of the secrets was. Alright.
Okay, this looks off because it started really farther away. But we know what it is now. Some of these are really just faster to get while you're already in the area, because otherwise it takes you about a minute to get to those secrets otherwise. While we're still up here, let's see if we can find it top here. Coin. Maybe a coin will be up here. We drive flyer long enough. Never know till you look. Okay, nope. It's not that easy, unfortunately. So we might need to be more to the left to actually get our seer. The sun's also really close to Donkey Kong Starport, so we could have teleported to Donkey Kong, but at the same time we don't need to. Already very close by it. Okay, perfect. We made this right. We can just get back on if we fail to fit over the fuzzy. Interesting. There we go, got that done. Maybe that same rail actually has our coin. Let's try and see. That is going the right way. It might actually have our coin. Let's do this rail a second time then. No fuzzies this time around. I'm just gonna ride it for a bit. Okay, looking like they didn't want to make it that easy, unfortunately. The curious part is, where do we get off? Oh, it's in a similar area, it's just under a large stone bridge. It's not this rail, it's a different rail. Or actually, it might just be at the end. It says it is under a large stone bridge somewhere. Yeah, according to this, we need a rail that goes under this bridge over here first. I see it now. So we were about in the right area, we just weren't going to the right spot here. Zipping past Donkey Kong once again. Okay, perfect, that works. Alright, I said I would do Cheap Cheap Falls next. Let's do that. Let's do Cheap Cheap Falls next. And do the stuff out of that. And I think I'll just send AG over to the area closest to Dino Jungle next. This one's just blue coin. I mean, just P-switches right now at the moment. We got some more.
That's what I mean by look out, I say. Oh, he blew that one up because it was right next to us, but that worked out in the end. Okay, that put us in like a mid spot. We have to be a bit farther up now. There's also one that has us go into the river though. Depending on where that ends, we might just choose to stay where we are. This is probably our best place. Find this switch. Yeah, there it is. Now it's time to scoop up what the Super Koopas drop, huh? Oh, we have to find the feathers. They drop feathers for us, yes. We haven't seen this kind of Koopa since Super Mario World. Out of all the games, it seems like this game really likes referencing Super Mario World more than anything, which makes sense because the name of the title is Mario Kart World. It was Super Mario World, so it all makes sense. In the long run, at least. It all makes sense now. Alright, last I checked, this one was actually under the water area. Makes it feel like it isn't, but it actually is. Curiousness is how do we actually get to the water from here if we're already above it. I assume we probably just go around the left until we can drop into the water below. Yeah, now we just follow this far back. One thing I've also learned from these rivers, and that can be quite important, is even in Knockout Tour where you're like driving on these treasures, it's still important to try and trick on even as many things as you can. Some tricks you wouldn't believe you could do at all, probably. But you can. Okay, this one I'll just take till its end since we're so far up left. We'll see where we can go from there. Okay, I don't know actually. Well, the tail part won't do us any different because ending right where Cheap Cheap Falls starts here. So all we really have to do now is just head over to the left here. Maybe I don't want to go there? Actually, no, we're already pretty close to where we need to go. We'll just try going here then. Again, good news. No each medallions to be found in this area, just P-switches. But quite a bit of P-switches as well. These switches are the easiest to notice on the interactive map since you can see them on the mini-map as well as the normal map, which helps you out a ton when trying to locate those specific ones. Of course, it doesn't always work for everything. Sometimes they're hidden by bits and you just have to look for the blinking blue light. We found a P-switch, but I'm not sure if that's expecting to find. Okay, it's us this to the left actually. Perfect. That's the one we wanted to do. It's Crazy the number of tricks you can sometimes fit into these secrets, even though you're probably not intended to. Show off a very dangerous way to play a train, huh? Okay, we're gonna need to go on top of a train, I assume. Okay. Turns out we didn't have to go directly on it, we just needed to be high enough to hit that instead. It threw me off a little bit. Interesting. By dare say, they mean just flying on from over top of it. Interesting. Surprised they haven't tried that one in Mario Kart 7 when the glider was first introduced, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for that matter. I guess to be fair, they didn't have an open world. Yeah, we just hide here. If we do this right, yeah, we just board the train naturally. It looks like we fell off there, because it looks like we did that just a little bit correctly. It's kind of funny. We do all that, yeah. We don't even train for real. Okay, best bet is probably going this way. Yep. Found another secret right off the bat. That wasn't enough for a drift, whatever. Okay, interesting. Oh, yeah. Mega Shoot really helps with this section. It makes it easier to actually, like, get the particular coins. We're already pretty close to where we need to go. I'd say we don't restart there. We'll just waste our time, then just go on to the secret instead. I think now we just head left from here. Yeah, it's still in this area. Having the picture really helps because you can tell where exactly the research is, so you know to avoid certain areas with this kind of terrain. Without this kind of terrain, that is. Oh, it's another IV plant. No, plant one. We've gotten this gold bunch as well. Oh my gosh, how long are we gonna go on for? Oh, that was a trap one. We weren't supposed to do that. Oh wait, apparently this one we could steer? I didn't know we could. Every other one we've seen so far travels along a set path you cannot change, but this one is different. Yeah, apparently we can move it with our stick, which is really strange. And if we landed on there, we can make it to the goal. That's crazy. Wait, really, it's like, so basically it's like we're driving the Ivy Piranha Plant vine. It's kind of funny. So in a way, we are driving with a vine. Okay, now that sounds really hilarious in retrospect. Alright, I think I know where to go. I want to go to Dandelion Deaths.
and do 1 hour secret one that I believe is technically still not considered the ice horse. Okay, this one's on the main road, so that should take too long to figure out. Start by hopping off here though to get to that. Perfect, we're right near where it needs to be. Time to weave for the most dangerous traffic ever. How much time do we get? This might be one where we might just have to take damage. Or get lucky. That's probably how you get the fast time, is just drive straight and hope you get lucky, but there's much fast traffic. Seems really hard to do. But don't mind me, that was just my dad sneezing. Everything's alright though. He's alright as well, I assure you. I think enough time for one more secret maybe. This. Trying to get this. But we need to go off a rail. Probably gonna have to go backwards, yeah. Just as I thought. It's over here. Perfect! Landed right on it. Landed right on the sucker. So we get a little bit of a boost going into this. There we go. Did it. Okay, ahead of time, I'm gonna actually just go straight to drivable right now. Because this is where I want to end up for our next part. I suppose there's still a couple of characters that belong on this area that we could do, but we also ran out very quickly, so I'm not sure what we need to do really. Anyway, I'm gonna end this episode here now. Just because we went to this area doesn't mean that we're going to finish it now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I guess we'll focus on the Dino Jungle area, at least around that area. This will be a much more segmented area, so we'll be doing pretty much all the secrets here as much as we can do while we are using the character we're trying to do. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe until then, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.